Last story for the day about the people saving America in the 2020 elections. I just got to tell you a couple quick things. Throughout this throughout the time President Trump has been president, the media has been on his case, even during the campaign and after he won. We're supposed to all believe that the president was corrupt, that there was Trump-Russia collusion. Okay, he didn't collude, but he obstructed. Okay, he didn't obstruct, but there's an emoluments clause. Okay, but he did this, and now they're on to this impeachment thing. This is an effort of the American left to so tarnish this president, to so confuse ignorant voters who don't learn the facts, don't figure out the facts, and people who conclude, well, there's so much talk about impeachment and so much allegations of something about wrongdoing, he must be doing something wrong or all these people wouldn't be coming forward. And some new whistleblower idiocy might come forward again next week. And that probably, say many people, eventually will probably mean something is wrong. We need to be, it is a time for thinkers on our side of the party, side of the aisle, time for thinkers. It's time for people to speak up, to recognize this is an effort to destroy not President Trump personally. It's an effort to destroy his agenda, his pro-America, stand up, reassert the identity of America, reassert the strength of America. That is what this impeachment effort is all about. The effort to smother the Trump agenda of restoring America's greatness, of restoring America's power, of restoring America as a nation who creates policies of every kind that are about preserving our nation's strength and the health and well-being of our citizens. That's what the Trump agenda is, and the left is fighting that. Understand that's what was on the table. It's in 2020. Doesn't matter which of the parade, clown car of fools wins the Democrat nomination for the president. The Democrat Party is determined to drive America over the cliff to socialism and over the cliff of globalism, to abandon the idea of America. The very idea of America, the meaning of freedom, is on the ballot in 2020. Do not get duped by what the Democrats are doing. I want to tell you a quick survey, which is just kind of very, very interesting. There's an MIT researcher. Two last things before we get to why it matters to you. An MIT researcher, he's probably going to get fired for doing it, but an MIT researcher named Alexandra Agadajian. He posted research. He did a big research piece about voters in swing states. He posted, I couldn't believe they actually ran it in the New York Times, but it basically revealed that in the swing states, the heartland voters of America, the voters who gave President Trump the White House in 2016, those voters are horrified, outraged by at least two of the main planks of the Democrat Party of today. The Democrat Party running this 2020 election. They're horrified by the idea that the left has abandoned our southern border. That their border policy is open the border, let it all go. In fact, we had Alan West on the show last week, where he was saying, if the Democrats don't want to have an enforceable border, which is what they're saying, if they're saying, Beto said, knock down all the fences, all the walls, let them all in. And Elizabeth Warren saying, it shouldn't even be a crime to enter America. Just let them come on in. These people are abandoning the border. If you abandon the border, what the heck is the country you're running to be president of? If it's not defined by borders you enforce, there's no country. So back to this survey. MIT guy says Heartland America hates the border policy of the left, which is abandon the borders. They think it's insane. They also hate the left-wing idea of socialized medicine, or as they try to call it, Medicare for all. Everyone's going to be under Medicare. It's going to be great. We'll take care of everyone. Heartland America is much smarter than Democrat policymakers and Democrat politicians, because they know perfectly well that Medicare for all will destroy the best healthcare system on earth. It has destroyed Canada's system. It's destroyed the UK system. We hear story after story after story, and they don't want it here. And I'm telling you, folks, the Democrats have nothing else to run on. They have nothing else to run on. All they can think of is more left-wing ideas, more extremism. And they have let all the illegal aliens come in. As a matter of fact, let them vote and give them free health care and free education. They can't think of anything that would actually allow America to stay together as a sovereign nation. What the left is doing is pushing the destruction of America itself. And Heartland voters in America get this. Thank God.